Hello guys, Dhananjay here and welcome back to a new video. I have been using the Realme 5 Pro for more than 7 days as my primary device, and this is the full and final review of the Realme 5 Pro. Without wasting any more time, let's get started with the build quality. Other devices in this price segment such as Redmi Note 7 Pro are coming with Gorilla Glass 5 in the back side, whereas Realme 5 Pro comes with a plastic back panel. Frankly speaking, this back panel looks very good. I mean, looks wise, I have no complaints, but when you hold the device like this in hand, it doesn't feel very premium. It does not mean that the device is not well built, it is very well built. I cannot bend this device even if I use my entire force, so the device is well built, but it's just that plastic is very susceptible to getting scratches, and that's what happened with my Realme 5 Pro as well. So if you're planning to buy this device, then use the case which is provided in the box itself. After build quality, let's talk about the cameras. God, camera setup, oh my god. Main sensor is the IMX586 sensor, and when it comes to sample shots, here are some pictures clicked with the primary camera of Realme 5 Pro. It's not just primary sensor, you also get wide angle camera, I mean ultra wide angle camera, and a macro lens which can click pictures like this one. I have clicked these pictures with the macro lens of the Realme 5 Pro. Let's talk about each lens because quad camera setup, oh my god. IMX586 sensor performs very good in my opinion. Realme 3 Pro was very good when it comes to camera department. Realme 5 Pro improves a little bit on that and performs even better in my opinion. For the price tag of 14,000 rupees as of shooting this video, Realme 5 Pro is probably one of the best camera centric devices that you can buy in the market right now. But it's not just that all the pictures are good. Pictures are very likable, easily shareable, and something like that. But if you are someone who is looking for natural looking shots, you do not want that oversaturation, you do not want that, let's say, white faces, then Realme 5 Pro may not be the device for you. But as I said earlier, very shareable and people usually like these. If you are someone who likes very natural images, like if the green is dark green, then you want that dark green to be dark green only and you do not want it to look better, or if you do not edit your pictures ever, then Realme 5 Pro may not be for you. I personally enjoyed using the Realme 5 Pro, not just with the rear facing camera, but with also the selfie camera. Selfie camera has a Sony sensor once again and clicks great pictures. Once again, only one thing, it makes you look little bit white. Realme 5 versus Mi A3, here is a sample shot, and Realme 5 makes me look little bit on the whiter side, whereas Mi A3 keeps my skin tones natural, and that's the case with Realme 5 Pro as well. It makes you look little bit whitish. I have turned off AI mode, beauty mode, all the modes, but overall I loved how the pictures turned out from the Realme 5 Pro. Not just the normal regular camera samples, but also the portrait mode selfies with this device are great. I somehow ended up clicking more pictures with the Realme 5 Pro than I have clicked with a review in it in 2019 maybe. So that says a lot about the camera. So overall, I'm very happy with the camera output of the Realme 5 Pro. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10, a solid 8 out of 10. I have cut 1 point just because in rear facing camera at sometimes it makes it look little bit artificial, or the saturation is way higher than it should be, and selfie camera also makes you look little bit on the whiter side sometimes. You got the point. Now let's talk about the 4000 mAh battery. I don't need to talk about that. It will get you through a day. 4 to 5 hours of minimum screen on time if you do not play games. Like 6 hours is easily possible as well if you are a light user. You can get through 2 days if you are a light user. Not just battery life, but even charging time is fantastic because this one comes with VOOC 3.0 charging, and the fast charger is pre-included in the box itself. VOOC charging is equivalent of a dash charging, and this means that it will charge your device to, let's say, 80% or 90% in just an hour. 1 hour will give you at least 80% of charge, depends on where you charge, like 80 to 90, 0 or 10 or something like that. So when it comes to battery life for charging, you do not need to worry about the Realme 5 Pro. It's not just about battery life, it's also about the display. 720p AMOLED panel against 1080p IPS LCD panel on the Realme 5 Pro. Obviously Mi A3's AMOLED display has its pros, but this display is fantastic. I am not saying I will any day prefer IPS LCD panel over AMOLED, but it's just that 1080p IPS LCD panels any day over a 720p panel. Not just that, I'll just end the Mi A3 versus Realme 5 Pro comparison over here. Mi A3 will cost you 13,000 rupees, Realme 5 Pro will cost you 14,000 rupees, just 1,000 rupees difference, and in that 1,000 rupees you are getting a 1080p IPS LCD panel, a better processor, way better gaming experience, similar camera setup, quad camera setup I mean, but I would say similar camera setup, similar front facing camera setup as well. The Mi A3 has a glass back panel. If you are into that, then maybe Mi A3 is the device for you. But if I had to recommend a device for someone, then I would recommend them Realme 5 Pro or maybe even Redmi Note 7 Pro over Mi A3 any day if your budget allows you to go to 14,000 rupees. That ends the Mi A3 comparison. I'm not going to compare it with once again in this video at least. Display quality is fantastic, outdoor visibility is great, no issues whatsoever. The display, okay, it's too bright. Yeah, this is how the display looks. It's very good. It gets the job done very easily. This is one of the best display panels that you can get at this particular price segment when it comes to 1080p panels at least. Now let's talk about fingerprint sensor and the face unlock feature. It's great. I'll just spend 10 seconds. I'll look at the device, I unlock the device. I have kept it as swipe up. I can just swipe up and the device will get unlocked. Not just that, fingerprint sensor, I keep my finger, the device gets unlocked, the device is locked, finger unlock, immediately. Nothing to worry about over here. Let's talk about the Snapdragon 712 processor over here. Realme X few days ago was launched with Snapdragon 710 processor, and people who bought Realme X just for the performance may not be very happy, even though I personally feel Realme X is a very good deal. Like 1080p AMOLED panel at the price tag of 17,000 rupees, it's a great deal. You should not be worried about this. But when it comes to performance with the Snapdragon 712 processor, everything flies on this device. I am not sure how Qualcomm is going to manage this in coming future, because these mid-range processors like Snapdragon 675, 730 or 710, 712 are performing so good when it comes to day-to-day life tasks. Let it be like small applications like Facebook, Twitter, multitasking between them, opening applications, having multi-window, everything runs super fine on these devices. It's surprising that flagship devices may not have that advantage of performance in coming, let's say, couple of years maybe. But when it comes to gaming performance, this is the best device that you can buy right now in Indian market. I know MediaTek G90T processor is yet to come with the Redmi Note 8 Pro, but it has not come yet. So, but if it comes, then I'll make a video on that. So subscribe to the channel, because I have ordered Redmi Note 8 Pro. It should be here pretty soon, like very soon. So subscribe to the channel, you don't want to miss that video. Right now, this is the best device to play PUBG Mobile on. And I have made a dedicated video on PUBG Mobile, like doing hot drops, having gunfights, end circle, everything can be seen in that video, and you can judge the performance by yourself. I'm telling you right now, this is the best device for PUBG Mobile. If your budget is limited to 14,000 rupees, and this one comes with a headphone jack as well, and VOOC charging support, VOOC charging with USB Type-C port. Headphone jack and VOOC charging means you can play PUBG Mobile continuously for whatever time you want, because it's not like quick charging, where if you're playing the game, quick charging will slow down or it won't charge the device faster. VOOC charging will charge your device faster even if you're playing games on your device. Now let's talk about some things which I did not like about the Realme 5 Pro. First one that I started the video with, that build quality. It doesn't feel very premium to hold in hand. Not just that, ColorOS. I mean, I'm getting used to it. I get used to it. I used ColorOS and the ColorOS launcher only on this device, and I got used to it, but I was forced to getting used to it because I had to make sure that how it feels. ColorOS still doesn't feel like it's a great OS. I mean, something feels off with this one. Whereas MIUI, even after being a custom skin, it feels much better to use. Animations are smoother on the device and everything like that. I'm waiting for Realme OS. I mean, Realme OS is going to come on this device for sure. If I'm not mistaken, Madhav said that Realme OS will be available for all the Realme devices. So it will for sure come for the Realme 5 Pro. And I think it should bring improvements, a lot of improvements. I'm not sure what feels off with the ColorOS. I mean, the way icon looks or the way it operates or the font that is being used, I'm not sure, but you will hear everyone complaining about ColorOS not being very good. But then once again, this is something reviewers will crib about. I personally, if I had to choose between MIUI or ColorOS, any day I'll choose MIUI. It feels smoother and much better to use as compared to ColorOS for some odd reason. Let's ignore ads. And when it comes to ads, as we are over here, Realme 5 Pro, I would say yes, it does come with ads, because there is something called as hot apps and hot games which you cannot uninstall. So there you go. There are ads, but it is not at all as spammy as MIUI. MIUI will send you 10 notifications in a day maybe. This one doesn't send you a lot of notifications, maybe a couple of notifications here and there, that's it. It's better. I'm not saying that this is acceptable, but this is way better as compared to what MIUI does. Now let's get some small things out of the way. First of all, this device supports dual SIM card, obviously. Dual 4G, dual VoLTE is supported here. I had no issues with the call reception as well. Earpiece is very loud as well. Not just that, this one has a dedicated micro SD card slot, and I'm kind of sure that this might be a big deal for a lot of people. So if you are looking for that, it's present on the Realme 5 Pro. Not just that, when it comes to speaker at the bottom side, it's not great, it's not bad, it's how it should be on a 15,000 rupees device. I mean, it's more than just acceptable. Not bad, not good. I mean, that summarizes everything. One thing which I did not mention in last couple of my reviews was the XDA-ROM development, but I'm going to mention it over here. Realme devices are not usually known for ROM developments or rooting or something like that, but yes, you can unlock bootloaders at least on Realme devices with Snapdragon processor, and this one comes with a Snapdragon 712 processor. You can expect few ROMs here and there, but don't expect a lot of stable ROMs. You may have to stick to Realme OS, no, Color OS for now, and wait for Realme OS to come very soon. When it comes to custom ROM, I can't be sure yet. Realme 3 Pro doesn't have a great development like Redmi Note 7 Pro or something like that. It supports Netflix at 720p resolution. I was surprised. Wideband L1 certification actually works on a Realme device. Fantastic. But it doesn't work with Prime Video yet. I hope Realme fixes that issue pretty soon. And I guess that's pretty much it for the review of Realme 5 Pro. What do I think? I personally think that this is one of the best devices that you can buy at the price tag of 14,000 rupees. Not just that, if your budget allows you to stretch it to 15,000 rupees, you can get the 6GB RAM variant with 64GB of internal storage, so not 128. Not just that, 6GB can be good, 4GB is more than enough in my opinion. If it's not possible you to add those 1,000 rupees, that's okay, because multitasking performance is great over here. ColorOS is not killing too many apps in the background. I mean, as compared to how it was earlier, it is better now. Is it the best multitasking performance? Not really, but it can get the job done easily with the 4GB RAM as well. And I guess that's pretty much it for the review of the Realme 5 Pro. Do I recommend this device? Absolutely. I have mentioned all the pros and cons of the Realme 5 Pro in this video, so like you know everything about the device. Do I recommend it? Yes. It's a huge thumbs up from my side. The direct link is in the description box below. Go ahead and buy it right now if your budget is 14,000 rupees and you're looking to buy a new device. If you're wondering, will it hold up against Redmi Note 8 Pro? Don't worry, a video on that will be coming real soon. So subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notified when I upload the Redmi Note 8 Pro against Realme 5 Pro speed test video. As soon as I get the device. I'm not sure when I'll get the device. Maybe in 5 days or 7 days, I don't know. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, which I said earlier, and I'll go now. Bye. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and dislike the video, don't dislike the video. Bye, I'll go. Most important thing which I forgot to mention, if you're planning to buy Realme 5 Pro, do remember Realme XT is coming very soon with a 64 megapixel camera. If you're planning to wait for Realme XT, don't wait. Realme 6 Pro will be coming in a month. In 15 days maybe after the launch of Realme XT, because Realme has launched Realme 1, 2, 3 Pro, all Pro, not Pro, but you get my point, and Realme 5 Pro in just 1.5 years. So I'm not sure if you should wait for the next Realme or you should buy the latest Realme, which is the best one. I personally think that even if they launch Realme XT other than 64 megapixel, they don't really have anything new, and with Realme 6 Pro, once again the similar story will be there. So yeah.
स्टार्ट झालंय.
माईक पप्पांना बोलू परत ऑफिसमधून माईक चालू करायला.